Block 16 off the Angolan coast is 4,900 square kilometers in size and is strategically important for Maersk Oil. The Chissonga field was discovered in 2009 in waters over a kilometer deep and has opened the way for Maersk Oil to operate in a new territory and to develop its expertise in offshore deep water technologies. Maersk Oil is the block operator and shares the license with state-owned Sonangol and Brazilian company Odebrecht. The Chissonga reservoir formations were laid down comparatively recently in geological terms. Sometime between 23 and 34 million years ago, during the geological period known as the Oligocene, fierce storms or earthquakes triggered underwater landslides known as turbidites. Billions of tons of sandy sediments cascaded down the continental shelf. During quieter periods, thick mud settled over these deposits. Other storms or earthquakes triggered further turbidites, sending additional sands down the slope, and this depositional cycle was repeated over millions of years. The turbidite sands compacted and hardened over time to become porous sandstones, ideal reservoirs for holding oil. The mud compacted into impermeable shales between the sands. The Chissonga reservoirs are a collection of these vertically stacked sandy turbidites into which oil has migrated and is now trapped vertically by shale and laterally by faults. The reservoir is highly compartmentalized and requires over 32 wells drilled to depths of 5 kilometers below sea level. Roughly half of these wells will be for water injection. Water must be injected into the reservoir to maintain the pressure and to replace the oil and push it towards the production wells. The extended reach drilling is challenging. All the wells are directionally drilled from a single location to a radius of about 5 kilometers. The complex vertical structure means that single wells must be threaded through multiple reservoirs, one after another. The complexity of the reservoirs means that intensive well and reservoir management or well workovers may be required. To make these interventions economic, the wellheads on the seabed have been designed to be as simple as possible. Risers reach to 1,300 meters of water to the platform, where they connect to dry trees that will allow responsive well management. The platform is a tension leg wellhead platform, or TLWP, and has its own self-contained drilling rig, allowing drilling and well workovers to continue during production. This responsive well and reservoir management is possible without the delays associated with using a separate mobile offshore drilling unit. The TLWP is specially constructed for the project, with accommodation for 170 Maersk Oil personnel and 32 slots for risers. It is tethered to the seabed by 8 piles, weighing 150 tons each, like a cork pulled slightly down against its own buoyancy in the water. The design eliminates most vertical movement, providing a stable platform for drilling. Connected to the TLWP is a floating production storage and offloading vessel, or FPSO, with the capacity to process oil at the rate of 120,000 barrels per day. The FPSO is a double-hull tanker conversion with a storage capacity of 1.6 million barrels. It measures over 3 football fields in length and accommodates 120 personnel. It is anchored to the seabed by 12 80-ton suction piles. On board are systems to clean the oil and inject water back into the reservoirs. The oil is periodically offloaded in 1 million barrel parcels to tankers for transport to international markets. Gas recovered from the reservoirs is exported to shore via carbon steel pipeline linked to the nearest gathering network in neighboring Block 15. Exploration of Block 16 is in its early stages, so the FPSO has been designed to act as a hub. Spare capacity will allow the tie-in of nearby discoveries in the future.